you stuck in a third-party dynamic. Itchy beard. We're going to find out what's going off. So you, them, and them reading. Okay. So, yeah. It's going to be 3 spreads, 3 characters. It's going to be you, person A, person B. And we're going to find out what's going off. If you want one of these, they're £35 same day guaranteed. You just drop down to the video description and get yours via the Beacons AI link. Right, so I normally base these over a 6-month period. So we're going to start with you. Obviously, third-party dynamic doesn't always mean, cheating. It can be interfering friend, interfering family member, work, something along those lines. So we'll see where we're going. Obviously, because it's going to be a person. The third person. Right, so let's have a look to see what's going on for you. Right, lovers in the reverse. Come here. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Right, so there's automatically some kind of red flags here for me in regard to what this connection really is. So we start off with the lovers in the reverse. So the lovers card in a love-based reading for me isn't actually a good card. We've got the naked Adam and Eve figure. So that indicates a lust-based connection. And sometimes I can do a reading for somebody and they've been with the partner 20 odd years. And the lovers comes out and I say, this isn't your person because it's 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups energy is your real person. The other way we can go is the fiery winged angel. Fire, passion, excitement. This is a love-based reading, so I'm going to go for fallout and friction. It can go as far as separation, but I think it's more fallout and friction. There's a lot of fallout and friction going off between you and, I'm assuming it's going to be person A. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Wands, fire, action. Court cards can be an energy within ourselves, can be the energy of somebody else around us. Queen's feminine energy, King's masculine energy. Remember, in tarot, it's energy, not gender, so it can be a man, woman, somebody non-binary. Queen of Wands in the upright position is in the feminine power. She knows the worth of value, she doesn't chase, she attracts. You want this, you come and get it, but you turn up right. No pages, no knights, only an upright King's offer will do. When it's in the reverse position, it's what we call toxic feminine energy. And that's backing down, rolling over, chasing, not attracting. Yeah. We then got the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotions. Ace is bringing in new energy, not starting something new. So this Ace is about going, right, long term, what's going to make me happy? What's going to fill my cup? It's in the reverse position. So you're not putting yourself and what you want and what makes you happy first. Okay? Let's continue. 5 of Swords. Knight of Swords. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have to go for that. So 5 of Swords. Swords are where we think words we use. So you're the figure in the foreground. There's 2 figures that have laid their swords down, walking away. It generally talks about a difference of idea, direction, opinion, etc. and who's going to come out on top. Now, it's got a feel of you're going to say something to this person. Look, I'm not happy. This isn't really what I want. I feel like there's somebody else involved in this, or if it's more kind of like a friend or family member, they keep interfering. And it feels like you're going to get your voice across to them for that moment in time, because we then got the Knight of Swords. Knights don't have the knowledge or experience of the kings and the queens more than the pages, but they're more about forward motion. This Knight's rushing in. Now, this talks about either expressing yourself or news coming in fast. Now, it could be with that 5 of Swords, it's more of a mental battle, and you're winning that mental battle so that you then do say something. It kind of feels a little bit more to me, and I could be wrong, that you say something to this person, they kind of concede, and then some news comes in about the situation. Overall outcome card. Death card in the reverse. Yeah, whatever this news is, you're being asked to activate the death card. So death card's a fixed card. It's actually a positive card. It means rebirth. It's about shedding old skin, dropping some masks. In the upright position, the universe steps in and does that for you. Okay, I call the death card a soft tower card. So whereas with the tower card, everything just kind of falls apart and goes to rubble, this is more clinical and surgical. Now, it's in the reverse position, and this is going to be the challenge at the time for you. You're being asked to do a self-imposed death card. But will you do it? Because it can indicate resistance, So this is clearly evident to me that this is about kind of ending this situation. There's no other real way I can go with it, okay? Obstacles or blockages. Four of Cups in the reverse. Cups, water, emotion. So you're the figure under the tree staring at the three cups. Stuck, bored, jaded, fed up, cloud, handcuffed, no opportunities. Upright position, stuck there, can't see the wood for the trees. When's it going to change? When's it going to change? Well, it's going to change when you realise there's a really great big cup there. Now, it's in the reverse position. So what this is saying to me is that at some point during this or just prior to this, you've already started to question, could I be happier elsewhere? Could I be happier out of this? But you've not then taken the action, okay? Removing any blockages. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. So Pentacles relates to Earth, can mean money and finance, can mean non-financial. If I've got an itchy leg. That feels good. Nine's reflection card. So you're the lady in the garden looking over the fruits or flowers. Finally come to bloom. Before she harvests them at 10, she's looking back at all that hard work and effort she's put in. Now, in my readings, it's rare that we talk about this being some kind of financial or energetic abundance. So in the upright position, it's normally when you've been let down, stuff's gone wrong, people have mucked you about. And it's about looking back and going, do you know what? I turned up, I showed up, I put the effort in. If they can't see that, fuck them sideways, they can watch me rise. When it's in the reverse position, it tends to be more questioning, is there any more I can do? The only other way I can, it's because it's removing any blockages. It's either realising that you're in that energy, and the reality is there isn't anything else you can do. The other way I can go is, it's basically just saying you will not achieve any kind of abundance here. So that's you. Not looking great, is it? So let's go on to person A, which is, I'm assuming, your person, quote unquote. And then we'll go on to the third party. Oh, I'm pain in my nose now. Where's that come from? It's never easy, is it? Living. There's always something out to get you. Right, one more shuffle. Yeah, excuse me, if you're new here, please do give us a subscribe. Drop us a comment and give us a like as well, please, people. And if you do have the time, please hop across to my YouTube collective playlist. You'll find more readings like this, the longer ones. If you can give them a watch through for me, because I'm trying to get my watch hours to the 4,000 mark before February, because otherwise they're changing it to 8,000. I'd kind of like to get on the partnership before then, thank you very much. Right, so let's have a look. 5 of Wands. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Devil card. Right, so 5 of Wands. My moustache is itching me now. 5 of Wands. Wands fire action. So this is the fight or fallout card. They're all having at it with the Wands. So this is falling in the same position as the Lovers card there. So yeah, there's going to be some kind of fight or fallout which is going to kick things off, which is going to cause that Lovers in the reverse. 6 of Wands in the reverse. So the story of this card is some great war going off. This village have been out to local battle. They've won. They've returned back to the village. They're celebrating. They know the great war is yet to be won, but they know by celebrating the little wins along the way, it boosts morale of the troops. Reverse position, feeling like you're not nothing. Well, they're feeling like they've got nothing to celebrate. Okay, Devil card. So the Devil card for me talks about either leaning on toxic crutches and vices, such as drinking, drugs, sex, smoking, food, whatever, or being chained to some kind of toxic karmic energy connection person. It's got a little bit of a feel of there's some kind of fight or fallout that's happening between you and them. You then slip into toxic femininity and they're like, I've got nothing to celebrate here. And so they dip into some devil energy, be it that they start drinking heavily, be it that they're kind of going out with their mates, be it that they do start entertaining this other person if it is in a love sense. Let's have a look. 5 of Swords. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Right, so interestingly, they've got the 5 of Swords in exactly the same position. So I think it must be about winning some mental battle. So at the same time, you're both winning the same mental battle about the situation. 8 of Swords in the reverse. So they're the lady there bound and blindfolded. Just about, well, you probably can't notice, but you can't see her arms because they're behind her back. They're behind her back. She's holding onto the rope. She's holding onto the rope. She's going to take the blindfold off. Self-imposed restriction. Reverse position, it's about taking the restriction and the blindfold off to the situation. Overall outcome card. Ten of Cups, Cups, water, emotions. Ten's completion cards. I call this the Happy Families card. Couple arm in arm, kiddies dancing under the rainbow. Talks about wish fulfillment on an emotional level. So, I think that they're kind of done. I think there's a lot of kind of miscommunication that goes off in this connection. I think that part of the problem from their side is that you're a toxic feminine, and I think that they want to see you step into that power, but it's just not happening. So they start dipping into this kind of devil energy, whatever that may be. Pretty much exactly the same time, you're both winning this mental battle. And I think the Knight of Swords is you saying something to them. Don't know why my throat chakra's getting blocked. I think you say something to them, and that forces them to see the situation as it really is. And I think it's that they realise that they're not happy too, and they want their Ten of Cups. It could be that because you activate the Death card, that allows them to have that, because it could be this other person. Obstacles or blockages. Five of Cups. So you're the figure there, normally in black. You're normally in black because you're mourning or grieving the 3 cups that have fallen over, not seeing the 2 full ones that are behind him. The blockage is if you get stuck in grieving mode. What we need to do is flip that round. It's okay to be angry, sad, pissed off, annoyed. Something's not worked out. Somebody's not about anymore. But it's about realising there will be better times ahead. Removing any blockages. Knight of Cups. Cups, water, emotions. Knight's forward motion. This Knight's about an offer. He's offering the cup. So this is saying, just keep plodding forwards with things that are going to make you happy, or the vision of what's going to make you happy. Okay. So, yeah, it's not looking great for this connection, is it? So let's check in with this third party. Even if, it might be that there's nothing going off. And you're kind of scapegoating your partner's friend, family member, or work colleague, whoever. I'm a little bit, like I say, suspicious of the devil card. I mean, the only other way I can go is that they start to realise this is a toxic connection, because toxic connections don't have to be all really heavy, nasty, lying, cheating, stealing. It can just be about staying in something that no longer works. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Hermit in the reverse. Right. I'm going to hazard a guess that there isn't anything going off between your current partner and this person. I think this person would like there to be something going off. So we start off with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So Ten's completion cards again. So I'm going to go for my left field version of this card. It's going to be too hard to see, but you've got dogs there, there's a kid over there, parents over there, old man there, castle walls. Because they're behind the castle walls, they're in a sense of security. This person's very insecure, right? They know that they need to drop this, I'm just going to say energy that they're putting on your partner, but they're not willing to do it. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Wands fire action, Ten's completion cards. Release card. They're the chap carrying the Bale of Wands back to the village in the background. When he gets back there, he's going to drop it like a sack of doodads. So I'm not doing this anymore. I've done them out. It's in the reverse position, holding on to something that needs letting go of. Hermit card in the reverse. So the Hermit card in the upright position is normally a positive card. It talks about periods of withdrawal and reflection. What's gone right, what's gone wrong, what direction we're going in next. You'll also notice Hermit shining a lamp. So it talks about what I call going into the darker side, shining a light on the demons, the trauma, the situation at hand, coming out the other side stronger. Reverse position, not doing that. They're refusing to shine a light on the situation. World card. Queen of Cups. Right, so the world's the last of the major arcanas. It means big cycle complete. So whereas tens are ongoing cycles and they can be big things, the world's the end of a big one. So I think that despite doing the reflection on this and not wanting to let the possibility of something between them and your person go, they are going to accept after a period of time, so looking about 4 months' time, actually maybe this has gone as far as it can do. Maybe it's time to me to start closing this down. We then got the Queen of Cups, Queen's feminine energy again, Cups, water, emotions. Queen of Cups in the upright position is in control of her emotions. She doesn't chase, she attracts. Steadying the ship. Overall outcome card. Empress in the reverse. So the Empress is what we call the divine feminine. She's like the Queen's, but she's combined. She's a good ruler, good leader, wise. No, she's not. It's the Emperor. Yes, she's not the Queen's, but she's combined. She knows her worth and value. She doesn't chase, she attracts. Okay. Now, because it's in the reverse position, I don't know as this is toxic feminine energy, so backing down, rolling over, etc. I kind of feel it's more pulling their energy back. Obstacles or blockages. Strength card. So this is advice for you. Having too much pride on the situation, which is I think your pride's not letting you let go of the fact that you think there is something going off. I think that, like I said, this third party, I do think it's a potential quote unquote love interest, but I think it's all kind of in their head. I think that they like your person. There's a period of not wanting to give up on it, on letting them go, quote unquote, and refusing to shine light on the situation. I think, ironically, it's when both of you make up your mind that, maybe we want different things, they then go, oh, well, so, I suppose I better kind of give up on this idea. It's almost like they've been brought in by the universe to stir up some trouble, not so that your person can run off and cheat on them or with them or whatnot, but more so that, just the general energy of them kind of sniffing around and whatnot is enough for you to kind of go, well, there must be something going wrong here. I think that the trust is starting to go. And it kind of causes this catalyst chain of events. And as soon as you both kind of go, maybe, take control on a mental level, I need to say something, I need to see it as it is, that releases them. Right, removing any blockages. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so I'm going to say this is the third party. Well, this is about the third party. And what I want to say is that, they've deliberately stirred the pot, because the Queen of Swords in the reverse isn't very nice. She sends out flying monkeys. She starts rumours and lies. So, yeah, I'm going to change the narrative slightly. I think this is somebody who has deliberately interfered with this connection. I don't think necessarily they've been trying to steal your person, but I think that they might have been trying to kind of give off that air, so that you'll kind of split up. Because as soon as you kind of get into that mindset, this isn't working, it's done, both of you, that's when they kind of go, oh, right, my job's done. The irony of it is that they might think they're doing that because they want some kind of revenge or they're jealous. But the irony of it is you two aren't supposed to be together anyway. So they've actually, ironically, done you a favour. So is your person cheating with this third party? No. 100% no, based on these cards here. This person's deliberately interfering, and has deliberately interfered. Like I say, it doesn't mean that you two are supposed to be still together, because, like I say, to me, you're being advised to do the death card. The only other way I can go is that, your person starts to kind of take the restrictions off and see the connection for what it is, which is a Ten of Cups. And what you're supposed to be doing is killing off the idea that your person's cheating, because they're not. Let's get clarified for that death card. Because with the Nine of Pentacles, it might be saying, no, it's not done. There is more that can be done. Let's just be sure. What's the death card saying? High Priestess, follow your intuition. So yeah, it's gonna be to depend on what your intuition's saying. Do you stay or do you go? So there you go. If that resonated in some way or you just enjoyed it, drop us a comment, please, and a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you don't do so already. Like I say, if you want one of those, if you're stuck in any kind of third-party dynamic, you, them, and them reading, drop down to the video description. You can find the Beacons AI link there. £35, same day guaranteed, and I will see you on the next one. Good luck out there. Ta-ta.